Oh.
Will you verify your birthday for me, please? Have you moved, changed your telephone number or your insurance?
Nope.
Okay. How are you feeling today medically? Are you well or have you recently been sick?
I'm well.
Do you know how much you weigh?
179.6, I believe. I was just at the doctor's office.
Did they check your blood pressure? 98.99/68, 103. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Do you mind if I use this? I don't know. I want to sit next to you so that we can talk because I can't remember things. No side effects. Everything's my dosages and everything's are working appropriately so that I can deal with things. I want. Yeah, please. My nurse.
He's trying to get the camera where both of us can be on it.
Okay. Alright. How does he sleep with night? Do you sleep all night? Do you have issues falling, staying asleep?
He does have issues getting to sleep. He'll take his medication, and usually, he goes to sleep within about 30 minutes to an hour. Well, the last couple of weeks, he's taken his med, and he still stays up for like 4 or 5 hours. But once he gets to sleep,
On average, how many hours of sleep is he getting?
yeah, once he gets to sleep, he sleeps a decent 8 to 10 hours.
Even if that goes over into the day.
Yeah.
How's his appetite?
He still only eats a solid meal, an actual meal about once a day.
I eat what kids eat. Pizzas
Yeah.
and the
He
French
has-
fries.
He eats like a teenager.
I eat like a teenager.
But I try to keep, I try to keep frozen pizza and chicken strips and stuff like that on hand for him.
Yeah, I have my own separate stuff. I wouldn't dare touch.
Do you have panic attacks or crying spells?
Yes, and I caught it somewhat on film.
Last week he had a panic attack that made him pass out for a few minutes. So he was starting. Yeah, say that again.
When he came back to, how was he? Was he confused?
He was a little disoriented. Yeah, but it didn't last for more than a minute. He realized what had happened and everything. Luckily, we were at home and it wasn't too detrimental for him.
Does he often feel irritability, mood swings?
He's absolutely truthful because my opinion's biased.
Yeah, I know.
Have I been anxious?
He's had anxiety and everything, but his moods don't necessarily swing as erratically as they do when he's not on medication.
You have yet to see
How
me
would
with
he
that.
rate depression on a scale from 0 to 10? 10 is highest, 0
Rate
is
your
lowest.
depression.
I'm around 5. Has to do with kids. Has to do with the courts. The courts, my kids. I'm dealing with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Give me
Go
the
ahead and
short
rate your
leash.
anxiety for me.
A 5.
Give me the short leash, please.
Anyway.
Short leash.
Any,
Keep him
any thoughts
contained.
of wanting to harm yourself or other people?
No.
How are your energy levels and motivation?
3.
today. Yesterday he had enough energy and motivation that he cleaned his room.
Well, yesterday the police finally came. No. What happened was yesterday the police responded to my email. They came out to check to make sure I'm okay. I'm in an unsafe environment, and I can't move because I spent all my tests, all my money on the tests to prove that this was a sick apartment. Now I have no money to move.
Yeah, we have evidence that there's black mold in the apartment and everything.
Evidence. We got video.
Yes,
We got
I know.
the inspector. We got the.
I know.
We've even. Yeah. We've.
Calm down. She just needs to know what's going on.
Sorry.
She doesn't need the whole story.
Sorry. That's why I want you to talk because I'm going to ramble.
Okay, don't
I
get
know.
upset.
That's your manic showing. You wanna go over everything.
Oh my God. What's bothering Trent? Do you have a few hours?
Yes, ma'am.
Does he ever have hallucinations, delusions, or
Yes.
nightmares?
Yes. Last week we had an issue where he thrashed so much in his sleep that it affected me. He ended up hitting on me in his sleep in bed. So yeah, he was having nightmares. He has hallucinations quite regularly. He says he sees the trench coat man every now and then.
A mix between Unsolved Mysteries and Columbo.
Okay.
Built like the guy
I
from
can kind of visualize that.
Okay, the body type is not Columbo, but the trench coat is Columbo. The body type is more like the other trench coat individual that I forgot I just said. I don't remember. Who was the other one? Unsolved Mysteries. That feller there is the built, and he's there.
Kind of like he's a
Anything
manifestation.
else you'd like to add to your note today?
We have a lot of tests.
What did you say, ma'am? I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Tests.
Yeah.
About the fact that my house is unsafe. We got the test results back.
Hush.
And it's come back that this is a sick apartment, which is actually killing me. And since I spent all my money on the test results to prove my case, now I have no money to move. I have no money. I've contacted legal aid. As a matter of fact, if you give me a email address, I can send you the summary of everything in one email.
We do have blood.
You talked to Miss Hill.
Yeah, we do have.
Would like to see that energy.
Yeah, we do have blood work that we're waiting on to come back, and a urinalysis that we're waiting on.
Microbiome stuff, so that we're going to find out what it is that's making me so sick so often and what's sending me to the hospital. For the
And as
past
soon as
3
we have
years.
that, we'll send it along to all of his doctors.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to go ahead here and get you checked in so Stephanie can see you, and I hope you'll have a great day.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Can you give me his lizard? He doesn't like that I'm keeping him from getting all over you.
You see what I mean by the taunting? I just honestly can't do it anymore. That's it. My mind is completely blown. Everything that is supposed to be reality is a fiction. Everything that is a fiction is a reality at this point. Okay.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello. I like your shirt.
I have gone through a lot. And
Okay.
my memory, you're gonna have to direct your questions to Barbie because
Well,
yeah.
as much as you can, I'm going to have you answer,
Well, no
and then I
kidding.
can clarify.
Yeah. Because I'll end up going off track today, man.
Yeah, his attention span, he'll get on something and then just keep snowballing with it.
So we came up with this, since you're non-biased opinion, you know, so I'd rather her tell you how I am, because I don't know. I don't know.
She needs to know how you yourself are feeling.
Understood. You can verify whatever else.
I've read so far is visual hallucinations, decreased sleep, nightmares,
Yeah, I wasn't there for any of that.
pressured speed.
The nightmare was primarily last week, midweek or so. I don't know what he was dreaming about. He doesn't remember it or anything, but he was lashing out in his sleep and ended up hitting me while in bed.
Like I was fighting.
Yeah.
That's never happened.
Yeah.
8 years, same bed. That's never happened.
So there was something going on in his dreams that just don't know about. He also had a spell. He tried to clean up his room last week, like Friday, Saturday of last week.
Got it on video, but now I figured out that the video's got to go on the other side of the room because my cat opens the door.
He was doing his thing in the room, and I was needing to verify something in the other room. Well, I got his attention away from whatever he was doing. He came to the door and replied to what I was saying, and then stopped. Well, this is something to mark down. Commented about it, and then proceeded to he fell against the wall and then slid down the wall and was unresponsive for a minute or two. He was still breathing and everything, but just no one home. Yeah.
Gotcha. And so what, tell me again, what preluded that? Just maybe anxiousness about not understanding what you were doing, or?
A little bit. He was focused on one thing and then all of a sudden changed what he was doing to answer me, and just that quick sent him over. She's not on that yet. She's still covering the notes.
Yeah. Trying to put the pieces together, the puzzle pieces.
He's trying to jump about 10 steps ahead.
Okay. So Circle, has that been something these hallucinations go? Ever?
Talk about your hallucinations. Have they ever gone away? Has anything made them disappear?
Seroquel. Yeah. I've tried Wellbutrin, Buterol, Tramadol, Haldol. I was a regular mess, and I have a private practitioner. His name was Jason Yin, and he found Seroquel, and that is allowing me to control myself. But at this point, I'm living in a situation.
We've had mold tests done on
Not mold, not just mold, other stuff, because there's no law against mold.
Initially, it was because they were doing repairs in our apartment and found evidence of mold. Well, we had them come out and test the apartment for mold and several other things. Of course, black mold was found. And the last couple of weeks, he's been completely obsessed about legalities of all that.
Okay.
So his stress level has been a little higher than normal, and he has told me he's been seeing his hallucinations a little more than normal.
I believe it's because of the stress that all this situation is placed upon me.
Yeah, probably. That just makes it worse.
Yeah.
I don't need no upper dose, downer dose, or any kind of change in my prescription, except for this. Dig ahead.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We're not 2 scripts yet.
All right.
Like I said, he keeps trying to jump ahead. Say again, ma'am.
He said that he didn't want to change anything except what?
He doesn't want to change his scripts or anything, but he is, a few months ago you gave him the extra 30 on his Xanax, and he's got like 4 of his extras left.
Okay.
Not too bad considering he started the month with about 8 to 10 extra.
No,
So
that's not bad.
it's not too bad, but he is running low on the extras.
Okay, I'll throw in a few extra. I don't do Seroquel XR very often, so I just wanted to make sure my memory is not failing.
The more Seroquel, I can't get it milligrams.
Oh, yeah. Do you have in your notes that we needed the pre-authorization for the one medication?
Seroquel?
He was told that he could get 1 pill for 30 days, but the insurance wasn't going to cover the 2 pills for 30 days without the prior authorization.
Let's see, figure out where we're at on that.
That's the most important medication. That's the one that allows me to control and think ahead. And I've installed like a conveyor belt of thought, and everybody has a red button. And if somebody thinks you shouldn't say that, they hit the red button, and I just stay quiet. But the guy on the TV with everything happening to me, what I know the law is not happening. What people are supposed to do or not, they are not doing. And like I said, I have it all summed up in one email. If you care to allow me to just toss you the email, you can live how I lived in those moments.
Yeah, but babe, I don't think she wants to go through what is.
There's a fast forward. There's compliance videos. In other words, I complied. I made sure the video that during the night we didn't turn things off or try to sabotage the house. You don't need to see that. But the ones that you do need to see are the ones listed in the email that I have. Also, including my legal aid individuals information, as well as the law group's information. And it basically steps you through the flood. And I have that completely on video. It's all in one email, and you can view it at your own time. The videos are locked, so you have to use the links provided in the email. I gotta worry about privacy laws.
I'm okay, honey. I don't think I have time to do that.
Even when this lady says that my life is in danger.
This lady is the one that came with a JPD officer to check on him after he sent emails.
And they agree.
Okay.
And they agree. What's happening to me is terrible. And they told me to give you their information. That Tricia Craig from BHAT in IRSA Health for Hope for You, 24-hour emergency kind of thing there. And then she gave me her information on the back, and she's looking into it and trying to find out why none of my healthcare workers has provided me with an adult assistant to deal with legal matters. I'm disabled. I'm not even.
Why has any of your healthcare workers provided that?
I'm the only one that does. I get paid to be his home health, but home health is not the one that deals with legal and stuff like that. So he's looking for someone to help him deal with the legalities and stuff.
Barbie has been stretched.
Navigate.
But basically, Barbie has been
So
stretched.
who said that you're
I'm sorry.
She did.
Barbie?
That person.
Okay, so this officer. Oh, I can't. It's blurry.
Sorry.
So this officer told him that she didn't understand why any of his health professionals have not given him that.
Yeah.
I like it when police officers think they know more than they are in their job description. But anyway,
She offered me. She literally offered
that
me.
would have to be provided by.
So the lady came
What?
and offered me, you are in a dangerous house. This is killing you and harming you. I can take you from here right now and put you in a nice state hospital. And then I turned to Barbie and I go, not only would that ruin our finances, because if I'm incarcerated, I don't get SSI. I'm being taken care of by the state.
Yeah.
So,
Do you think Barbie's just messing with him?
I don't
I
know.
mean, that's the offer they made. I can take you to a state hospital. Like,
for my safety, for my immediate safety,
Yeah.
if I believe that I'm in danger, which I can prove with tests.
basically, she's not giving you any good option,
No, they're not.
right?
I don't know.
That's not a good option. So so it's been, what, about a month since we've talked. So what's the landlord saying right now?
She
What's
won't
the
negotiate.
process? So-
Yeah, we're in a bit of a limbo thing right now. We're trying to figure out if we can do civil lawsuit, if we can do anything legally, because they involved lawyers and everything.
I'd like to renegotiate my lease to put us in a different apartment in the same area. I love the area.
Yeah.
I told him, you do not have to pay for my move. I will move my own things myself. And I asked for the money for the test results that I got so that they can own those test results, and then their corporate lawyer can go after the individuals who caused the problem.
Which is the upstairs neighbor.
Which is the upstairs neighbor, and I have that filmed as well. I even had in Jonesboro inspection, I kicked the guys out. I said, that's black mold. You need to leave for the sake of your life. We got written up for it.
Yeah, we got an infraction against our lease because we went with what the city inspector was saying.
So the inspector said, clear the building.
Yeah.
So then that Saturday, on the weekend, we got the air tests and everything.
Yeah.
So that by Monday, we would have the results that we can bring to our landlord and say, we're in an unsafe environment. Here are the test results.
But because we were following what the city official said, and he said, do not allow any further repairs until you get that test. Well, we couldn't allow them to finish the repairs.
And it's all on video. You could hear them say it themselves.
Yeah.
Watch them say it themselves. Yeah.
And then we ended up getting the warning against our lease for not allowing them in to do repairs.
Which is completely false. I saved their fucking lives.
We were following a city official and still got a warning against us for our lease.
If I let somebody in here and harm
Yep.
themselves, it's my responsibility, isn't it? It's my responsibility if someone's harmed in my home.
Isn't it our responsibility for the safety of anyone that we allow in the home, even if it's the property manager's employees?
Ask me
Yeah.
about the law or something, man.
Yeah.
Ask me
Yeah.
about the honest. Okay. So, yeah.
Well, the way we see it, if we allow anyone in the home,
They're under my protection.
Yeah.
I have insurance. If you break
Yeah.
your leg, I can fix it. I have insurance. I have Lemonade insurance, which covers all my stuff and other people, and I can't get a one for myself because of my background.
because of all his health issues, Lemonade will cover the apartment. They'll cover our pets.
Our car.
They'll cover me.
They'll cover our car.
They'll cover the car, but they will not cover him
No,
for life insurance.
because too many things happened in my past that's
Yeah.
caused dysautonomia, which means
All these
I have a
different
limited
sicknesses.
lifespan, which means they will be paying out within about 20 years. And it was a 40-year thing.
But yeah, all sorts of stuff.
And I still have Xanax left.
You have your regular Xanax
Oh,
and about
I
4
have
pills.
not that.
He's had a couple of days where he had to have a couple of extra Xanax. The very, very stressful days.
The ones where I'm dealing with I now know the fire marshal, Jason Wilkes, pretty well. I know the attorney general now. I talked to her this morning. I have emails if you'd like me to send it to you from her.
If it comes up, she knows where to go
Yeah.
for it.
But I basically went to government and said anything and anybody who is in charge of and or can deal with disabled Americans who can't take care of themselves legally, in the legal terms, like as in talking with lawyers, scheduling, mandating, understanding the law, such like that.
And the thing is, he was talking to people at St. Bernard's when he went to get blood drawn
I
for
apologize
the
to
microbiology
everybody.
tests.
Everybody I made,
Okay.
I went to them and I
Okay.
said I am sorry to their face.
Okay, calm down.
I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Calm down. Calm down, thank you. St. Bernard's, the representative there, when he was trying to do the blood tests for the microbiology stuff, kept trying to put it off on me. Your home health care worker should have done all this. Yeah. Yeah.
Word for word and to her
Well,
face.
we live in a world with just mostly just crappy people.
Yeah.
And like the cop can tell you all of that all day long, but their authority as a beat cop and coming to your house to get a report is not there when it comes to the housing authority. That's a civil matter. Police deal with criminal matters. Whether it be considered criminal doing that intentionally possibly hurting you, I would say it would be more criminal, but like I said, I don't have anything to do with that. But
She was here on a
just
welfare check, and she was, like she said, she was trying to play devil's advocate, and she.
She said she'd be calling me. And
Yeah.
that she'd be contacting me, and that. This
But
isn't
I think
over.
I think she let some of her inner thoughts out when she shouldn't.
I don't know what you mean.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, and that's nice, but that does it keep you from getting
Yeah.
an infraction now? When all this happened, is she
Well-
going to be liable for that because she's the one that told you?
Yeah.
No, she's not going to be liable. You are, unfortunately, and even on an advice of another professional, a law enforcement professional, but they just don't have any place really with what you're specifically going through.
True.
So she may have had all the best intentions of the world, but a state hospital kind of made me feel like she's trying to be funny. But
I kind
You
of got
know,
the feeling
it is
she
a-
was trying to off the responsibility on someone else.
or basically, if you don't like it to where you're at, I can take you to jail. Basically,
Yeah, basically.
So,
is
I mean,
what
that's
she's
what
saying.
she said.
Well, I don't consider hospitals jail. I'm better off at a hospital than I am in jail. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but that would have been what it would have been.
And you know what? If that's what starts
Yeah,
the
it's
paper
not in the
trail.
hospital you're going now.
Now, if if it's found that
Oh,
I'm being
hush.
neglected due to my landlord, if I go and admit myself to a hospital, there's a paper trail because there's a cause and effect. Why am I there? What are the causes? And at that point, it's their responsibility to make sure it's reported that I was.
It doesn't matter whose responsibility it is. If they can get out and they have more money than you do, they're going to get out of it. They're going to
Yeah.
work around it. And the thing
No.
is that only you having the money
No.
to dislocate yourself from there, to put you into a safe place,
Yeah.
and waiting for all this court shit to happen for somebody to say, "Bam, Trent was right. Bam, Trent,
Yeah.
they need this. Bam." But you're talking about possibly months or years from now.
Yeah.
And you and your family have to consider what all needs to happen for you to get out of there. If you're that concerned, then that's you are and her are your only cheerleaders.
And I keep trying to tell this.
No. Be clear of this. Barbie is done.
I'm done with the bureaucracy.
Keep going. Tell me, you're done with. You're done with them, not including you. What?
It didn't help matters any that when the guy was here doing the mold test, every time I would ask a question, he would act as though I wasn't even here.
I straightened that right up.
Trent asked the question, the same exact question, repeated it word for word. Just a second later, he replied to Trent. Didn't look at me, he looked at Trent.
I didn't notice it until afterwards. So our second interaction, I simply said, "Sir, she has more over me. I'd rather you talk to her than me. So if you have questions or answers, please refer them to her. She's in charge." Like, that's what I told him.
No, not what you told them, but just.
No, yeah, the car
I
salesman.
wasn't there.
Car salesman.
Yeah.
You know the joke about being a car salesman? You never look the woman in the eye. You always look at the man. You always concentrate because they're in charge or some bullshit like that. So at this point in time, if I send you that email, that'll bring you up to speed on everything. And
she's already said she doesn't have time to
it'll
look at it.
it'll give her reference to my Spencer.
Yeah, but
the
it doesn't
legal
bring me up to speed. Bringing me up to speed, Trent, isn't going to help me to have this certain power to be able to help you in the areas that you're asking me. And I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat. But that's just not what I do. I do over and above for some things that I understand. But me getting involved could hurt you and not help you.
In other words, her only offer would be the same thing as what the lady said. Well, we spent.
But you got to call it legal aid.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I understand.
No, I'm just.
He keeps ramming his head against the whole concept of there is someone out there who can help us, but they're not easily found and they're not easily acquired. So he's going to everyone and just beating his head against that brick wall.
No, I mean, I'm not blaming him for doing it. I might do the same damn thing. I want to help you. But no matter how much you explain it to me, and no matter how much I understand what you're explaining to me, doesn't give me any more power or take any power away. If I could help, I would, but I honestly.
I have on the average of 13 years to live because I've been diagnosed with dysautonomia. That is like Alzheimer's on steroids. My mind is going to go. I will not be able to take care of myself. And within the line of about 13 to 20 years, patients normally die simply because they can't take care of themselves.
And he is fixated on that information since he found it.
Doctor diagnosed you with a
don't
cold.
spend the next 13 years.
He gave me a number.
You may die in 13 years, or maybe you may die tomorrow. We don't know.
Exactly. So I want to get things done as soon as possible. That's why my urgency is, because I feel I have an end date. I have an expiration date.
But use the urgency and the energy into it, and push it in somewhere that you can make a difference. You're beating your head up against people that are just more powerful and have more money than you do. So I don't know if y'all tried to reach out to legal aid.
Yes,
we have.
It's an email.
They've told us
somebody that
they've told us the only thing they can do. They told us that legal aid, the only thing they can do is offer their guidance. They can't represent
No, they're not
him.
even going to give me guidance. They sent me pamphlets.
Yeah, that's basically all they did.
Guidance. I'm supposed to have a person who represents me. My
guidance?
disability
Yes,
does not
I
allow
know.
me. My disability does not allow me to function correctly. I need someone to talk
So what about
for me.
the people that do like the disability people? You know, like who represents people that have disabilities and that have been either abused or not helped or whatever. And there's a what is that name of that?
We've called the adult
company or
abuse
the-
hotline to find out, and they won't do anything.
I've called several lawyers, and because I'm such
Yeah,
a rambler,
no, I'm not talking about that.
I'm
Talking about for disabled people.
I called every lawyer in Jonesboro, regardless of what their background was. But because of my ramblings and because of my incapability of appropriately putting what I'm trying to say out, I need a representative.
Okay.
And as far as I
Look
know,
up the number.
ADA should supply it. It's like having a translator from, or somebody who can't see that can back and verify, or a person who can't hear. You would get the sign language person.
And then we run into the only way that we have found that we've been told that he can get an ADA representative is if he does get committed.
Which is why I was
Yeah.
about to commit myself the other day when I was in the hospital.
Hey, if you're going to do that, don't go to the state hospital. Don't go to state hospital. I would check myself into Unity Cersei, or just go to the ER, and if that's and let them know.
Yeah, he
But
went to
even
the
if you're
ER
not a
and they
danger to
said he
yourself or
wasn't
others-
having a mental crisis and simply referred him out
Yeah.
and said, "Good day."
I would say, what's your criteria for a mental crisis?
Yeah.
Anyway, I hate people. I'm so sorry. I don't like them. Anyway, what about this? I found this, and it's the disability rights in Arkansas about protects your rights to public accommodations, like
That's
a
what
lawyer.
I said. We
employment
can't go for
services.
mold. We have
Yeah.
to go for dangerous environment. We have to prove that this
Yeah.
is a dangerous environment.
That's the same
Not
stuff that
black-
legal aid gave us.
Yeah. So we spent
Wow.
every cent we had. About $2,000 something dollars. All the money we had, gone. We are broke. We are starving.
Well, no,
Well,
we're not
We're not starved. She goes to the pantries and stuff, but we're not exactly eating as well as we're supposed to. It's made a major change in my life. We've had to.
We're not eating the way you want to.
We had to buy a HEPA filter so that the air is clean enough for me to breathe, so I don't end up back in the hospital.
I promise you, if I could help. If I
You
knew
see
how to
the
help, I
manic?
would help.
It doesn't take much to get him going on this.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it's
It is
yeah,
an
I mean,
issue.
I
It
get
is.
why. I get why.
Yeah.
I get why he's having trouble, and I mean, I would be concerned, period, about it. You know, I might not get as upset as you, but that doesn't mean that it's not worth getting upset about, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, just because we're different, that it's not an upsettable cause, and I'm definitely not saying to you, Trent, that just get over it. I don't know what your problem is. Why can't you be more like everybody else? Da da da. You are you, and perfectly made, by the way. And so, with your disability, I think you do a fantastic job of a lot of times just articulating what you want to say. I think because you're so hyped up about it, sometimes your brain works faster than your mouth. But you just need to upgrade on your mouth, Trent. Barbie's like, no. But anyway, depends on what it came with, right? Anyway, so
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, I'm definitely not devaluing your situation or what you're going through, and I believe everything because that's the way of the world. That's why money is the root of all evil. If it costs them too much money to fix it, they're going to prolong it. Hopefully, he leaves and just shuts up about it.
That's what the property managers are wanting.
Ma'am, I've done that all my life. I'm done doing that. I'm done doing. I'm done getting stabbed in the heart. I'm done. I've been hurt enough.
Well,
now I'm defending myself. I have a big dog, I have a big stick, and I told both the Sheriff's Department and Jonesboro that if you attempt to arrest me by force, I will defend myself, and I will not comply. And it's in the notes.
Okay, I need you to stop telling people that. I don't care if it's the truth. Don't bring more problems to your situation than you have. You have to play this game and not let the game play you. And if you let it bring you out of your character and you're saying things like that, that is noted. Some asshole cop comes over there and doesn't know how to deal with a person that thinks differently than them. They're going to read that in the note and they're going to be prepared to take your ass down. Please don't say shit like that to a dumbass cops. Cops, I'm sure, are smart.
It was Miss Sally Smith. We have a very good rapport with each other. I've met her personally. I've helped her out in a few things and such.
Okay, so it's what just came and you were telling them what you were going to do.
Oh no, I showed them I showed them that I've been now I have head trauma dysautonomia that you need to put into my file. Treat with care. Possible brain damage, which prevents them from using tasers or any other secondary force to take me down. Now they can grab a hold of the back of my neck and toss me to the ground. That's getting control. But you're not allowed to use any kind of weapon against me because then I am not responsible at that point of my actions. And if you would have seen it, I got shocked. I wrapped my hand around.
Let me tell you, Trent, stop. You may be right, but we live in the real world, and that shit can get you shot.
Yeah, I almost got shot plenty of times. I helped out the county.
So,
I've been trying to tell them this for several years.
When you say, look, it doesn't matter if you say, if they do this, they're going to be in trouble. Yeah. Dude, you may not be here to... You see what I'm saying? Play the game. Do not let the game play you. You have to be. And if you can't, then you let Barbara be your voice from now on.
She is not going to take that responsibility. I want someone to take that responsibility.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Remember?
Well, then you're going to have to find somebody.
And that's been the biggest thing the whole time, is trying to find that person.
The only time we argue is when I ask her to do something having to do with my situation. And quite frankly, being paid for 2 hours, and she scrubs my ass, and she cooks dinner and takes it to ask any more of that. Even if she was my girl, that would be wrong. I should have an ADA.
Barbie,
I am.
I get it. I mean, I wouldn't want anybody to have to go through that for me either, so I appreciate that compassion you show towards her, whether it's your woman or not. But this is, sort of the situation that you're in, and and that's just bottom line. And so I would rather you not say anything if you feel like that's going to further hurt you.
I try to remind him not to say incendiary comments on the regular.
I'm just at the end
I mean,
of my rope.
I know you enough to know that some of this is just talk, but they don't know you, and they deal with people that attack them, and that sets them up in their brain to have a way of looking at things that you and I can't see.
It's the same as when the officer was here yesterday, and you said, Barbie's getting ready to kill me.
If I did that, then Barbie would just kill me.
Yeah.
Like, as a
in front of an officer says that.
I need someone to talk for me. I can't do it. I'm so intelligent. Stupid.
We had to make him realize what he said.
The officer
in front of an
understood
officer.
where I came from. She was very kind. I, as a matter of fact, called Jonesboro PD to give both of them commendations for being so professional and helpful. At least I thought they were, so much so that I cleaned my room. And now...
Yeah, he's upset.
And now it's just a song and a dance that they did.
Give Sonny pets. He's worried about you.
I know. I am
I know.
sorry.
You're going manic over everything.
I'm not trying to.
I know you're not trying to.
Trying to. Of course you're not trying to.
That's why we have the assistance animals. You start going like this and one or both is going to start trying to distract you.
Or break my phone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have to replace his phone because
You
the
know how we
dog
told
bit
you
and
about
took
the
his-
cat? We told you that the cat stole my phone. Well, the dog bit my phone.
Tried to take the phone, but bit it and scratched into it.
Yeah, so
And it's got Gorilla Glass on it.
it's an S23. It's supposed to withstand 6 pounds of pressure from 3 feet.
Yeah. But a 6-month-old puppy bit into it and scratched
There
the
we
screen.
go. There we go with advertisement, and it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
This dog has a strong jaw.
Maybe
I
they
don't
just
have.
didn't do
I don't
what's
have.
best they needed to do for you.
You want to see the puppy?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Son.
Say hi, Sonny.
Hey, you look like a lot like your models. You know, pretty boy or girl?
Boy.
Yeah, please don't tell them about your dog and stuff. I don't want that dog to get hurt. I just got off the phone with a patient the other day who had a Shih Tzu in her house and was kicked across the drive and never came back. So scared. So they don't need any reason. Just one.
Oh, no. Sit. Sit. Sit.
I'm gonna give
Stop
you
with your biting.
the extra 10. But what I wanted to tell you is that Tara said, so Tara said, the manager, is that Summit doesn't pay for the Seroquel XR, so she said she was going to try to run it back through Medicaid. Do you have both?
He has both, yes. Sonny, no.
Okay, so maybe that's what it is. They ran it through Summit and not Medicaid.
Probably. I mean, we haven't heard anything back
So-
from him.
I'm 41 years old and I've been on the same medication. And
Sit.
if you want to test my blood or hair follicle to see
Sit.
that I'm taking my medication, I'm more than happy to oblige. I got about a few years.
Hey, are you taking the L-methylfolate?
It made him too queasy, so he had to stop taking it.
What was in
Did you
that?
try to take it at night?
He tried taking it at all hours.
I wonder if a 7.5 would do better because nothing's going to change your genetic mutation of that MTHFR gene except supplements. So
And we also want to set up my
it's-
brain scan. I want you to get inside with your drills and your stickers and all that stuff and start figuring that part out. If we could.
Yeah, you were talking about getting him a brain scan done.
I did, and I just feel like at this particular moment, until things calm down, it would maybe
Yeah.
give us some false things. And I don't
false
want
positives and
us
false
to start
negatives.
chasing.
Yeah.
I don't want us to start chasing the rabbit that's not there.
I know how that feels.
But
On a positive note, he managed to perform in the bedroom this month, at least once.
so you are his woman. Or you were at that moment, weren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send over a prescription for Deplin. It has that medication in it. It's a little different, and I'm gonna do a 7.5. So you can try it. Hopefully they'll pay for it.
Okay.
Because I can just tell a huge difference. I am also deficient, and what's your email? I'm gonna send you a list of things that when this is not acting right, that it can cause. It can cause schizophrenia,
Yeah.
depression, anxiety problems, cardiovascular problems. So
I
it's not
get that.
just mental
Yeah.
health. Mental health is big, you know, with us. So I want to send this, see if they'll pay for it.
Okay.
And then if not, we'll go from there. But I'd like him to at least, I'd like to try it. I just now learned about this, that they actually have it in a prescription strength.
Okay.
Poke me, prod me, figure me out. I can't.
What did you say?
Poke me, prod me, figure me out. I can't.
Hey, I don't know about poking and prodding, but I'll try to figure it out. I'll leave that up to her.
Yeah.
And I sent your extra 10 in. Let's kind of see what they say about the Seroquel and just let me know.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have never had a problem when I was on the 300 milligrams each to 600. And now that I'm getting the 400, 800.
Was it just the extended release? Because I know we were trying to do that for the Seroquel. Because they were covering the
others. What I have is
others.
just yeah, the regular ones are cheaper. They're going to cover that easier.
Yeah.
But the XRs tend to work better, and things that work better cost more money.
Yeah.
So I thought they were paying for it, but if we need to go down to regular Seroquel, it won't feel exactly the same, but it will be the same medication.
So long as it's clozapine, it's fine. I love that medication. I cannot go to bed without that medication.
What she's saying is she's
Yeah.
thinking the insurance won't cover the second pill in the month because it's extended release.
So put it all in one pill.
I don't know if they can put it all in one pill. He does take it all at the same time.
I take it at the same time. I don't take it separately.
Well, the highest dose is a 400 milligram tablet.
Okay. So yeah, you wouldn't get your 600 milligrams all at once.
But if we can do an XR and add a little bit of regular in there to get them to pay for it.
I don't know if it would be something. If they still don't cover it, we'll come back to that.
Let me know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Figure out a way around the system, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, like Trump said, if there's you would do it. Never mind, I'm not gonna get on that.
You're awesome.
When he was getting the tax break stuff and looking around like, man, if you don't like it, change him. But I'm gonna do the same thing you've been doing. Anyway, okay. Sent that in. Sent the depth in. I did send 5 milligrams just so if I did a little bit smaller of a dose to see if your stomach can handle it. Try to take, markers or something with it, anything that we can make it work. If not, let me know. I'll try to figure out something else.
I have a small ulcer, and that's why I take that stomach medication.
The omeprazole.
Omeprazole.
Yeah. Okay. All right, loves.
All right. Thank
You think
you.
I'm
Have a
something
good
that I
4th.
Oh, all right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Love you, Trent. Bye.
Thank you.